Hello everyone. So today's I will discuss about the India-US trade deal. Like basically the trade deal, the talk between both the countries has started earlier in the earlier days of the Trump administration, but it has completed today in the morning. So we are not able to reach to the common points in the earlier days of Trump administrations, or basically we have taken 1 years ago. We are not able to reach to the common ground because at the sometimes we are not agreed to the some basic point of the American side, and American are not agreed to the some points of the Indian sides, and they are not happy with the some things which we are doing for the national interest, which our government are doing. Like if I have to give specific examples, like the Trump administration are very angry about the India's stances of taking the oil from the Russia, which we are taking because we put the interest and national interest as the first priority, and we are buying the oil from the Russia because we are getting it in a very low cost compared to any other country. So now, after having a very harsh time between the relations of India and America, like as we take examples or instances like America, or basically not America, we can't say the whole country as a whole country, but the particular person, that is Donald Trump, have taken the like they are taking like revenge of any things. I don't understand what the things, but they have taken because they wanted some, they have expected some things from Narendra Modi, that is Prime Minister of India. The Trump had expected something from some particular statements from the Prime Minister of India, but as we know as we know that the Prime Minister of India has not given that statement. So that is not just like a national things or as a national level, but it is also like personal at a personal level. Like if I want to make you understand, let's take the examples two different countries like and Indian Pakistan. Like the government of Pakistan had done everything which appease the Donald Trumps. That's why they are also getting the benefits of it. But as compared India, India has hadn't do anything like to appease the particular person of that country. I can't say that the things between the our government to the American government has affected the overall relations with America. But it is like they have taken the tariff in between, like the terms tariff, which the countries used to like work as a taxes of the country's exports and import. Like Donald Trump has taken the tariff as a master stroke and applied to all the countries, in which they have applied like 50+% tariff to the Indian goods, which has impacted the Indian business as well. And the countries who are not in accordance of America have, Donald Trump has put the tariff on that country, like China and India, the most tariffed country in the world. Like basically at a point of time, India is the country who have most tariffed by the America at a time, that is 50+%. But as of now that is decreased to 18%, the lowest, not lowest, but lowest to most of the countries. Like some of the countries in the Europe is basically higher, have less than India's percentage, like that are 15% approx, but India has a 18%. But if we take things like India could have benefited from them as well by the time now, from today's time. Like India have a only 18% tariff to America. Like if India has exported any particular goods to America, so if I take examples like the cost of any goods like 100 rupees, then in the America it will be 118 rupees of cost. But but if the what the countries is the competitive of India, like Bangladesh, China, or Vietnam, these are the two three countries who is a competitor of India to the American exports. Like if we take example of these two three country, like they have comparatively more tariff than India. Like they are giving like 25 to 30% tariff to America, as compared India is giving only 18%, like which will benefit the India's exports. Like this is the main key features. But if we talk about the statements from the Donald Trump, like they have included that India has stopped buying Russian oil. This is the most important point which the Donald Trump is trying to do, because as we know that in the earlier time, the military of America, USA, has taken over the control of Venezuela. Basically, they wanted the control over oil. I don't understand that people are taking examples, like people are getting it from, like they are doing it because sake of democracy. It may be one reason, but it is not the actual reason. From my point of view, I think the actual reason, the back-minded reason, is the oil supplies, uh, the amounts of oil which Venezuela contains is the main one of the main reason that America attacked the Venezuela. After attacking Venezuela, after taking the control of that particular country, they are using their oil as a business, and they will also earn money from there. Like they have also given India a option about stop buying Russian oil, and you can get oil, the same particular oil, you can get it from America and the Venezuela as a nation, as a country. So this is also the point, but it is very important to notice or see that what's the India's stance on that. Is India really stop buying the Russian oil? Because after doing that, it is a very big step going to be happen, because as we know that Russia is our very old and very trusted mutual friend as compared to America. In any day, we can see that if there is one sided with America or one sided with Russia, Russia as a nation is any day the best of the best partner can ever exist in the world for India. So it is very interesting to see what's India's stances, because there is no any official statements has come from the Indian government as of now, but we will see what happen. So the trade at last, from the like the conclusion of that video, like the trade deal has been signed between India and America, which will benefit India as well as America also. Like the both the countries have saved their agriculture products, because it is very important to save the basic fundamental of food. So they have been successfully saved that, but the goods, whatever India will export, India will get benefited, because in the competition with two three countries like Bangladesh, China and Vietnam, India have a upper hand as of now. But it is very interesting to see that what happened in the next future. And let's see. So at last I want to say that, as I have already discussed about the India's and the America trade deal going to be happen, it happened, but we are just hoping that, like, we have signed trade deals with the New Zealand. We have a good trade deal with the European Union, that is FTA, free trade agreements. Let's see whenever the FTA will be signed with America. But it is a very tough, or we can say that it is a very tough, going to be a tough task, which is not going to happen early, because all the peoples or the government of both the countries are talking about the trade deals which has happened, which has signed between both the nations. Now let's see what, for what extent it is going through, and at what level India, like, buy what amount of oil from the USA or Venezuela, and what amount of is they stop buying oil from Russia, or they continue to buy some particular amount of oil from Russia. So it is going to be interesting to see. Thank you so much.